The company's CEO invited a young woman on a date, then suddenly started tickling her. What happened next will completely blow your mind, so make sure to watch the video till the very end. Friends, it was 8 p.m. Rain was pouring outside, making the city's glass skyscrapers shine wetly under the lights. Maya, a 28-year-old ambitious analyst, was sitting alone at her desk. She was working late on a complex merger deal. Suddenly, the elevator doors opened. Standing there was Mr. Victor Stone, the company's founder and CEO. He was around 50 years old, with neatly groomed gray hair and an expensive pen always tucked into his suit pocket. There was a smile on his face that felt both charming and mysterious. Victor spoke softly so only Maya could hear him. "Your talent is this company's greatest asset. Tonight, you're coming with me for a very private dinner. Don't think of it as work. It's an essential conversation, one that can't be contained within the four walls of a boardroom." Maya's heart started pounding. This was completely unexpected. She hesitated, but there was a firmness in Victor's eyes that felt impossible to refuse. She glanced at the clock. "I need to be home by 9. Victor gestured for her to follow him. "It's just an hour, very important." Maya closed her laptop and stepped into the elevator with Victor. As soon as the doors closed, Victor pulled out a thin silver key from inside his coat and inserted it into a tiny, almost invisible slot beneath the elevator's control panel. Instead of going down, the elevator began moving upward. Victor smiled calmly. "Our meeting is top secret." The elevator stopped on the 40th floor, Victor's private penthouse. The place felt less like a home and more like an art gallery, filled with expensive artwork and breathtaking views. 2 plates were set on the dining table. Victor opened a bottle of fine wine. "Victor, we need to discuss an issue tonight that could threaten our entire future, Maya." Maya: "Sir, I don't understand. What happened?" Victor, taking a sip of wine: "I've discovered that confidential data is leaking from inside the company, and it's going straight to our biggest competitor." Maya was shocked. That was terrifying. Victor: "I trust only 2 people, myself and—" He left the sentence unfinished. During dinner, Victor began talking about the company's deepest financial secrets, information only top executives were supposed to know. He kept praising Maya's work, telling her she was his last hope to catch the leak. But as time passed, Maya felt something was off. Victor kept dragging the conversation, and every time she directly asked about the leak, he changed the topic. Victor: "To relieve stress, are you afraid of being tickled?" Maya: "What? Sir, I think we should focus on the leak." Victor, smiling: "I know, but work doesn't happen well under stress. My friends say I have a unique way of easing my employees' anxiety. Just for a moment, laughter is necessary." Before Maya could react, Victor leaned forward and reached out. His hand moved fast. It wasn't tickling, it was a sudden grab. But he wasn't aiming for Maya, he was targeting the phone in her hand. A strange struggle followed. Victor was stronger, but Maya gripped her phone tightly. Victor, his voice now harsh: "Give it to me, now." Maya gathered her courage. "Sir, what is going on?" She shoved Victor away and ran to the other corner of the room. Her eyes fell on a cabinet that looked like a safe. Victor snapped: "If you think I'm the one leaking data, you're wrong. I'm trying to catch the thief." Maya felt he was hiding something. She immediately started an encrypted voice recording on her phone and slipped it into her jacket pocket. Victor chased her. They reached the kitchen where a massive marble counter stood. Suddenly, Victor grabbed a large shining knife from the counter. Victor: "You won't destroy my company." Now Maya was sure he wasn't protecting the company, he was protecting himself. Remember how Victor used the key in the elevator? He had deliberately redirected it. Maya shouted, "You're the one leaking the data. This morning at 6 a.m. I saw a suspicious file on your computer, a file named Teaser. You deleted it immediately." Victor's face went dark. "What did you say?" He advanced toward Maya with the knife. There was no smile now, only raw fear and rage. Maya backed toward Victor's desk.
She noticed a duplicate of the same thin silver key hanging from his keychain, the one he had used in the elevator. Maya quickly snatched the keychain and threw the keys onto the floor. Victor dropped the knife and bent down to grab the keys. They were crucial to him. Seizing the moment, Maya ran toward the glass door leading to the balcony. She opened it, and cold rain splashed onto her face. Victor yelled, "This is your last mistake." Maya stopped on the balcony and pretended she was about to jump. Victor rushed toward her in panic. At that exact moment, Maya pulled her phone from her jacket and threw it hard back into the room through the open balcony door. The phone hit the countertop and the recording stopped. As Victor's attention shifted to the phone, Maya ran back inside and shoved him from behind. Distracted, Victor crashed into the balcony railing and lost his balance. He managed to steady himself, but in the chaos, a small USB drive slipped out of his pocket and fell to the floor. It was the same USB drive Victor had been using to steal the company's confidential data and to delete the teaser file. Maya grabbed the USB drive. Victor staggered forward, his rage completely out of control. But before he could reach her, loud sirens echoed from the hallway. Maya looked at him. "When I saw you use the key in the elevator, I became suspicious. There was no network inside the elevator, so I couldn't send a quick message." Victor stared at her. "Then who called them?" Maya replied calmly. "When you tried to tickle me and I pushed you away, I started the voice recording in my pocket, and at the same time, I pressed a hidden button connected to our company's security app. It GPS tracked my phone and triggered an emergency call." Defeat and terror filled Victor's face. The door was pounded loudly. It was the police. Victor had no escape left. He stared out of his penthouse window at the rain-soaked city below. Maya clutched the USB drive tightly. She had saved her career and possibly her life. But the suspense wasn't over. Was Victor Stone acting alone, or was someone else inside the company involved? And did the teaser file represent just data, or a darker secret still waiting to be revealed? Maya signaled the police to open the door. The door burst open. Police and corporate security rushed in. Victor Stone was taken into custody immediately. He was calm now, but his eyes were fixed on Maya, filled with warning and vengeance. At 11 p.m., Maya was taken straight to police headquarters. She handed over the USB drive and the voice recording. In the interrogation room, she described everything: the elevator key, the strange dinner, and the attempt to grab her phone under the excuse of tickling. The interrogation officer, Detective Lee, was an experienced woman. "Detective Lee, Mr. Stone claims he already suspected you. He says this was all an act to catch you red-handed." Maya, calm and firm. "He's lying. The fear on his face when I mentioned the teaser file wasn't fake. That file contained something far bigger than just a data leak." Detective Lee examined the USB drive.
Our forensic team is decoding it. It contains millions of dollars worth of data. But why are you so certain about the teaser file? I was working on the merger deal. I saw that file on Victor's desktop for a few seconds. Its size was very small. It couldn't be a full data copy. It was more like a code or a trigger. By 4 a.m., the forensic team cracked the USB drive. Detective Lee returned, concern on her face. The USB contains a full clone of the company database, prepared to be sold to our biggest competitor. Victor Stone has been doing this for at least a year, but the teaser file is missing. Suddenly, a forensic technician rushed in. "Ma'am, we found metadata for the teaser file. It was a script scheduled to execute at 6:05 a.m. 6:05 a.m.? That's just hours away. And the script wasn't meant to run from Victor's penthouse. It was meant to run from the company's main server room. Its purpose wasn't just to leak data. It was designed to permanently encrypt and lock all company data, a digital suicide mission. Victor knew he'd be caught, so he left the teaser behind to destroy the company.
but the script could only be executed manually from the server room because Victor's remote access had been blocked in a routine security update the previous evening. Maya realized something. That means Victor wasn't acting alone. Detective Lee, who has access to the server room key? Maya, only 3 people. Victor Stone, the IT head Damian Vance, and our longtime trusted accounts manager, Mrs. Clara Reed. At 5:30 a.m., the security team rushed to headquarters. Damian Vance was brought in from his home. He swore he knew nothing. Mrs. Clara Reed claimed she had left the office at 7 p.m. Then Maya remembered, the night before, while working late, she had heard faint music from Clara's desk. Maya, Damian, does Clara know the server room access code? Damian, no, she only has the physical key. The code is known only to the IT head and the CEO. Victor changed it recently. Only one other person knows the new code. Maya recalled Victor's unfinished sentence at dinner. I trust only 2 people, myself and... Victor had brought Maya to isolate her before she could warn his accomplice. The tickling wasn't a joke, it was a signal, a teaser. When Victor talked about tickling me, his hand wasn't aimed at my phone. It pointed toward my collarbone, the clavicle. Clavicle. Detective Lee, does that mean something? Maya remembered Clara's nickname, Clav. Maya, Clara's nickname plus Victor. Clav plus Victor. It wasn't Damian Vance, it was Clara Reed, Victor's oldest confidant. By 6 a.m., only 5 minutes remained. The security team rushed to Clara's desk. Clara was sitting there, wearing a dark hoodie, typing rapidly on her laptop. She had lied about leaving. She was about to execute the script. Detective Lee and Maya reached the server room. The door was locked from inside. Clara screamed, "You can't stop me! The company's time is over!" Maya shouted, "Clara, Victor betrayed you! The teaser file wasn't salvation, it was destruction. He planned to sell the data and escape alone." In a rage, Clara typed the final command. 6:04:58, encryption began. Detective Lee ordered the door to be broken, but it would take time. Maya noticed the old emergency keypad beside the door. Victor's old code had been 511156. Nothing. 6:05, the encryption command executed. A piercing alarm screamed from the server room. Maya slammed her fist against the wall. Then Detective Lee smiled. The signal wasn't tickling, it was emotional pressure. Maya remembered Victor often boasting the company valuation was $250 million. She tried one last code, 25013. Click. The door opened. Clara froze. Maya rushed to the server. Just as Clara hit the button one last time, the data encrypted. The company was doomed. But then, a green light flashed. Detective Lee, the encryption failed. Maya, Victor played a final trick. He replaced the teaser file with a decoy. Only 10% of the data could be encrypted. Victor betrayed even his closest ally to save himself. Clara was arrested. The company survived, but its leadership's darkness was finally exposed. Maya didn't just catch a thief that night. She uncovered a web where everyone was just a pawn. And this is where our video ends. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel.